Hey guys, it's Quelly Diaries. In this video, I just want to challenge us to a setback-free 2025. I know the year is already underway and I am obviously late for a lot of things, but better late than never, right? Here it is. All right, so you can take this as a challenge for yourself. I am taking it on as a challenge for myself, and I am naming it the Setback Free Challenge. And the whole idea with this is to not have any setbacks for the year 2025. And in this video, I'm not going to give you any rules or what to do, what not to do, etc. You have to figure out for yourself what sort of things you think you need to implement in order to not have a setback. However, I am going to outline a few things that I think are culprits when it comes to setting us back with our natural hair. You guys know I've had so many setbacks with synthetic hair, with dryness, with heat, with over manipulation. You know, even things beyond my control have set my hair back, right? And there's things that you can't really control or you're not aware of. However, this is supposed to give us the best chance to not have any setbacks. And a lot of people like to think about setbacks as things that just happen externally, but hair is very much a part of us. And I think health is one of the bigger things, or the biggest things actually, when it comes to having setback-free hair or healthy hair that's thriving and not, regressing, so to speak. So in my experience and in my opinion, here are the things that are very likely or more likely to set you back with your natural hair. Number one, you probably guessed this one, it is heat. It is heat, it is heat. You guys learn from me. I tried heat last year, 2024. And while I know there are better ways of doing heat as opposed to what I was doing, for example, if you're using a Rev or something gentler than I was using, or your technique is better than mine, heat might work. It does work for many. And if you can get your hair stretched and keep it stretched, you will actually retain more length if the stretching process is a healthy one, right? However, in my experience, my hair did not like heat. Okay, and the process of stretching my hair did not like that. It thrives in its natural state. Yes, there are challenges with the shrinkage or the texture. For example, single strand knots, right? But there are ways to combat them. For example, using gel, flaxseed gel, or store-bought gel. Many YouTubers have already shared this hack, but gelling your ends is a good way to preserve them because it keeps them clamped together, the strength in numbers, and also it prevents them from curling up and hugging each other and causing single strand knots. So stretching is not the only way of preventing single strand knots. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, back to the point. Heat, for me, made my hair drier. The process wasn't great. It broke my hair out. Maybe I wasn't patient. I actually didn't enjoy the process of stretching my hair with heat. And heat, especially over time, will degrade the health of the hair. Of course, I'm not speaking for everyone. For some people, heat works. But in my experience, in my opinion, it set me back. So I'm going to try and avoid heat this year. The next culprit for setting you back is over manipulation. That is detangling, styling, parting. A lot of people don't talk about this, but parting your textured hair, not only is it a job, it requires quite a lot of manipulation with the hair. And in my experience, I don't know, maybe I'm just not patient enough, but usually my hair will end up breaking some kind of form. So permanent parts, I have advocated for permanent parts for the longest time. A lot of people freak out about permanent parts. Oh, you're gonna lose your hair, you're gonna get thinning. When we say permanent parts, it's not forever and ever, amen. Change them and switch them up as needed, as required, okay? You can even go on a 3-monthly permanent part routine or 6-monthly, whatever, but Stop fearing permanent parts. Permanent parts are a game changer. Try it out. I'm definitely doing that. So over manipulation is a no-no. Whether you're using heat, whether you're using combs or your fingers, the more you touch your hair, the more you're in there, it's just more chances. Even finger detangling, you will get breakage. So obviously you don't want to neglect your hair and never detangle it. But yeah, if you don't need to, don't do it. Combs. You guys, combs. 2024, I tried out combs. Yeah, and brush, etc. I think implementing a comb or using a comb every now and then, carefully, wisely, skillfully, it may be okay. However, for the majority of my routine, personally, I find that when I don't use combs, my hair thrives. And when I almost reached my waist length in 2023, I believe, that time I actually wasn't using any combs. So if you can go comb free, you're onto something. If you can't go comb free, then maybe just reduce the amount of times you're using a comb. Or instead of using it 3 times in your routine, try and use it once. Like, we're detangling before we shampoo, detangling while shampoo, detangling after, during deep conditioning, moisturizing. It's too much. Like, textured hair will never be tangle free completely. If it's staying in its natural state, it will have some tangle, a tangle or two. So I know there's a need for that gratification, that satisfaction of fully detangled hair, but it doesn't stay like that unless you put like a gel and keep it in that, or stretch it or something. But texture equal tangles. You just need to minimize them so that the hair looks presentable and it's not locking up on itself. But to have a couple of tangles or 2 living in your hair, at any given time, it's okay. That is actually quite normal for textured hair. Poor end care. So looking after your ends. Obviously, we know that length retention happens at the ends, not at the roots. A lot of people have made a ton of money, become really popular here on YouTube by advertising oils and this ingredient's gonna grow your hair and it will never stop growing, etc. Hair grows whether you use the oil or you don't use the oil. Your hair grows, and we know this because if you shaved your hair, it will grow back. So the growing is not the issue. The length retention is the issue. So poor end care could set you back. And what I mean by poor end care, it's rough handling, it is dryness, it is tangles, it is single strand knots, it is not tucking your ends in. All those 5 things can set you back. You can just from the top of my head, those are 5 things that can mess up with your ends. So how do you combat this? Moisture galore. Use a gel of some sort to clump your curls at the ends. Tuck your ends in and hide them away. If you've got too many single strand knots, snip, snip. I know some people are like, single strand knots are normal, and yes, they are, but not too many, not so much you can't even, like, for me, it annoys me. It's like a pet peeve, actually. I can't do too many single strand knots, particularly at the ends. I'll just spend the day snip, 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 snipping, because yeah, I'll never get rid of them completely, but I like to keep them at a minimum. And sometimes when you have too many single strand knots at the ends, when you're detangling, your hair snaps because of that friction at the ends, right? So keep the hair moisturized, butter the hair for lubrication, oil the ends for lubrication. Obviously stretch. If you're not gonna use like a gel, then stretch the hair. But yeah, those ends require TLC. There's the ends and then there's the edges. They need love. They need love. So that's another one. Synthetic hair, girl. This one I'm gonna put a disclaimer to it, because if I am traveling, if I'm gonna go on holiday, if I need a little break from my hair, I personally will use synthetic hair. However, I have found hair that I am comfortable to work with. One. Number two, I know how to look after my hair while it's in synthetic hair because I have had a setback with synthetic hair. So I know what to do and what not to do while wearing synthetic hair. For example, washing my hair with synthetic hair is probably not a good idea. Re-moisturizing my hair with synthetic hair is probably not a good idea. So I'll probably just maybe use a lot of castor oil or a lot of butter, or put the conditioner and whatever in the hands and put it on rather than wetting the hair. Okay, so the wetting of synthetic hair, and when I say synthetic, what I'm actually referring to more is kinky textured hair. If you're going to use something like expression to do braids, that usually is okay because the hair itself is straight and silky. But the rough one, the Mali hair, the coily, springy, textured, beautiful synthetic hairstyles we love to wear usually come with texture, dryness, roughness, and they can cause breakage. So unless you know how to do this well, I've done videos about this, how to do this well. I would say stay away from synthetic hair because it will set you back. It will set you back. So yeah, I did make the disclaimer. If you see me wearing synthetic hair, I've made the disclaimer. I wear synthetic hair and I feel like I can manage it. However, I'm gonna try and keep it at a minimum, okay? If you can avoid it completely, you do so. Kudos to you. I am not that girl. I'm not there yet. I do need it sometimes, but I'm gonna try to just stick to my real hair, okay? It's a challenge, right? So yeah, we're being challenged here. Someone else doing your hair. Can I tell you, this year, 2 people have done my hair. One was a girl that I met somewhere, well, I don't know, in town. She said she knew how to do hair, came home and gave me the worst weave I've ever had. Okay, you guys know the story. And she was rough in my hair. One. Number two, when I got the crochet hair that I took out, I did videos about it with the cornrows, etc. That also was not gentle. And in 365 days, I only got my hair done by someone twice. So I have to pat myself on the back. I tried to stay away from people touching my hair, but I was desperate in those couple of times. If you have someone that can handle your hair like butter, okay. But girl, those people, they are seldom found in hair salons, etc. They're nowhere to be found. For myself here, there's no salon that I can go to that is Black person specific that will look after textured hair. So I don't even have that luxury for starters. But I will encourage you to try and do your own hair. No one will take the care of your hair like yourself. Take it from me. Learn from me. I have had setbacks and situations because I let someone else in my hair. So challenge yourself this year to not set yourself back by doing your own hair so that you can give it the care that it needs. This one people don't talk about a lot, but you are what you eat. Look after your internal health. Drink your water. I have been on the fence about vitamins. That has changed. Take the vitamins. If you are deficient in something, take the vitamin. The idea is to get your vitamins and all your minerals and all that you need from food. But if that's not happening, or if you are really going through a stressful period and you're not eating your best, for example, grab a multivitamin or something so that you keep your body replenished. I have learned the hard way, and I didn't know this, but I didn't know the extent to which my body actually needed help. And even though I was eating the right foods, I was eating lots of protein. A lot of people have asked me, have you been eating enough protein because your hair is falling out? I eat lots of eggs. I'm an egg girl. I love eggs, are my thing. And eggs are packed with so much nutrition. However, my body was not metabolizing protein very well. So I needed help. I needed my liver to be looked at and to be revamped and revived So it's working at its optimum. So you guys, look after your health. Go see your doctor, go see your naturopath, go see a doctor who's also a naturopath. I encourage you, because the older you get, and when you start having kids, you realize that mainstream medicine is very much treatment based, almost like treating symptoms kind of thing. Curing is something that they shun away from. Oh, there's no cure. Oh, we don't want to cure, etc., etc. You know, but if you find someone that has gone to school, studied medicine, but they can also have a balance of understanding that the body is more complex than just applying minoxidil to someone that's losing hair on the scalp. Like, why are they losing hair? Might be vitamin D, might be iron, might be magnesium, might be protein, might be fats, for example. All those things will actually affect, because all those things are involved in the building of a lot of cells, a lot of systems in your body. So I don't play. Like, I do doctors for diagnosis and prescriptions or whatever, but to keep myself healthy, I see naturopaths and nutritionists and that kind of thing. I drink bitter herbs and things like that, because yeah, we don't live in a straightforward world. Let me just say that. So look after your health, look after inside, so that your hair thrives. Because if you don't look after your inside, obviously your hair is going to suffer. Your body is going to prioritize your heart and your kidneys and your stomach, you know, your lungs, and the hair is going to be neglected. So you're going to lose hair. So you want to have enough for the body to look after your internals and leave some for the nails, the skin, and the hair. Okay? Internal health. This is a goal of mine that, of course, I'm a mama. I'm going to be a mom. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to be sleep deprived. So it's not ideal, but I'll do my best within that life change. And following very closely to this one, internal health goes hand in hand with stress as well. Stress will set you back. Stress will make you lose your hair. Stress will make you have all sorts of diseases, conditions, mental health, instability, etc. Like, protect your peace. Especially to people that are nice. If you're sweet and you want everyone to be happy, and you don't want to offend people, those are the beautiful people in our world. But those are the most affected, because they take on such a load. It's almost like it's on you to make sure everyone is fine. Sometimes it's okay to actually say, look, I'm gonna just look after myself, or I am actually gonna eliminate A, B, C, D so that I can heal. And I'm learning to prioritize this, because at the end of the day, I need to be okay so that my kids can thrive. If I'm not okay, my kids won't be thriving. Like, mom is sick, mom is not functioning at her optimum, right? So yeah, maybe hard decisions to make, but necessary. Switching products all the time. Like, I'm gonna come up with a video maybe March or April, it just depends. But I'll come up with a video talking to you guys about products for this year, and hopefully staples that I'm just gonna keep for good. It's like a burden that follows you when you're always changing products. And I know it's hard because the advertising, it's crazy. And you're always looking for the best of the best, right? It's almost like this, the next best thing, or this one's better than that, or what if my conditioner is not doing the best, or what if I need a bond builder, or what if I need this? Like, if you know that your shampoo's working for you, just stick with it. If you know that your leave-in is working and you love it, stick with it. If you don't completely love it, use it up and then try something else. But sometimes switching products can set you back, because once your hair was thriving and now it's not, because the product is whack. For example, we've seen the drama with Mael, and I'm not saying their products are bad, but if your hair is doing well on non-Mael products, then stick to that. You don't need to go and try something else. Just because someone is promoting it, or an influencer is saying good things, just keep it moving. Scalp care. This one is a big one because we do produce sebum on our scalp, and sebum belongs, some of it belongs on the scalp, but the majority of it belongs on the hair. For textured hair, that's not automatic because our hair, it's convoluted. So a simple massage on the scalp and dragging that sebum out of the scalp is going to help with a bit of oil. If you can do the brushing method that I've shared on this channel before, where you brush your scalp, that'll be good. Other than that, maybe just wash your hair more frequently. Although I know that washing too much then can set the hair itself back, because now it's over manipulation. It's unnecessary cleansing or exposure to chemicals, etc. Right? My sweet spot is 1 month. Honestly, at 2 weeks, my hair doesn't really need a wash. So I like to do monthly washes, but I'm trying to make it really monthly and to not go anywhere over, right? Because then after a month, then yeah, if I don't do anything to my scalp, we've got some sebum accumulating there, and sebum, too much of it will actually make you lose hair. It's ironic. But yeah, look after your scalp. Keep it clean. Keep it positively stimulated. Keep it happy and moisturized and hydrated. You know, you don't want inflammation there and funguses and bugs and bacteria growing because it's always moist. Keep it dry. Look after your scalp. Another one is hair dyes. A few people that I know have been successful with hair dyes. However, a good number have lost their hair. Extreme dryness, hair falling out, you name it. So if you don't want a setback and you have never dyed your hair before and you're really on a journey to grow your hair, I would say maybe hold it up. Just pause until further notice or further research, or you find something that you truly can use that's natural and you know is not going to affect your hair. Or find something, I don't know, henna, something that's not chemical based, for example. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'll stay away from hair dyes if you want to be setback free, just to be safe. And finally, following trends. The next best thing, you're on it. This product comes out, you're on it. This tool comes out and you're on it. Like, it's okay to try things. Especially for influencers, it's hard because people want you to review things, etc. But I think it's always good to, yeah, you can review something, but always revert back to your routine and your staples, because the following of the trends, like for example, when I tried the no oils, no butter thing, disaster. That was a bad idea. I knew it was a bad idea in my head, but it sounded so good, maybe too good to be true, and it was being sold like the next best thing. And I had a lot of people come in my comments, oh, you did it wrong, or, you know, try this, or you didn't follow the steps. And someone actually came into my DMs telling me about, don't tell people, like you're misinforming people about oils and butters. But now we can see that a lot more people are coming out with the damage that no oils, no butters causes. Everything's not for everyone. Let me just say that. If you have more things that you think can set people back, comment below. It's good to share notes. However, I hope this video was helpful. Let's have a setback-free 2025, girl. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.